Okay guys, this is Ethan again. I have two of my very good friends from Australia here, which I would want you to know. This is Lyle Squire from Cairns Marine and Julian Badger from Cairns Marine. We do a lot of work together and also a lot of drinking, but that's something else. So I would like to just introduce you a bit, and they will tell first what they do for the company Cairns Marine, and then possibly we go on to something very important for me, which is sustainable collecting of fish and coral. We had this before with a Farside guy. These two guys are, I think, the most professional individuals doing the collecting, especially Lyle that made this up, and I think he's a genius for that. But I'll give first the mic to Julian. I hope that's not going to break it. Just take the, yeah, that's good. Okay. Julian, mate, can you just explain a bit about yourself and tell the people how you get into the business and what you studied and stuff, and yeah, try to do it in a way that they understand it. So try to cut your accent up. No, thanks a lot, mate.
Thanks, mate. I'll talk slowly.
Yeah, talk slowly.
So I've currently working for Cairns Marine as the export sales manager. Looks after the logistics of our export sales. I'm very much involved with the selection of our coral and our fish for the export markets, and I deal very closely with the wholesalers and some of the aquarium operators throughout the world. I've worked with the company now for 17 years, directly out of university. So I studied marine science, majoring in parasitology at the University of Queensland, and pretty much came straight out of university to work with Lyle and his family. Very fortunate, very inexperienced, and got to kind of find out about Cairns Marine and be involved in the growth of Cairns Marine over the last 17 years. So very proud of the company and what it's become. I think, yeah, we take great pride in the animals that we look after and the way that we supply them around the world, and always work to associate ourselves with the best people within the industry, like Isan. So we were very fortunate to meet Isan last year at MACNA, and we've formed a close friendship over that time and look forward to working with him more in the future.
Thanks, mate. We can talk about that, but okay. I'll give the mic to a legend in our industry, and yeah, I try to be not as excited. But Lyle, can you tell us where? I mean, leave the stuff out, like where you're really young, and you know, but how you get into the hobby and or into the industry when you know, I think 20 or 22 years ago, I think something like that. So I'll just give you the mic and then you just explain it on the other.
Yeah, thanks, Isan. My name's Lyle Squire, and I'm one of the family directors of Cairns Marine Family Company. There's four of us that are the directors. We've been directors of the company, or had Cairns Marine now, since 1994. So it's 21 years.
I'm just born then.
I don't think you're that young, Isan, but look, it's been a very...
Don't worry, go. Just go.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay, so it's been an interesting journey for us, because we started off as a very, very small company, not really employing anybody, just having a few divers. And to this day and age, now we have over 40 people on the ground, providing top-of-the-line husbandry for all the animals and the care that we provide them. And we also have a number of divers operating off two customised vessels that are 22 metres in length, both of them, and that gives us the capacity to really be able to travel vast distances to a broad range of habitat types that we need to visit in order to be able to satisfy the market with a broad range of species that everybody knows and loves. And you know, I think we're very lucky in that we are renowned for having certainly the highest quality of animals. I mean, there's a lot of hard work that goes into that, but you know, I think we're also very well known around the world as a result of that. and having incredibly sustainable collections, and I think that's very important.
That's a good point that I want to maybe get out to the people, especially in Germany and Europe, where the English thing is not reaching them often. Just the thing we talked before with Jesus about that. The sustainable thing is something that is really important for you. I think because I've talked to your father a year ago, and he tried to push it already. And for you, what should what can, in your opinion, the guy that is in Europe sitting and want to buy a fish or coral, what should he do to be sure that he's not going for a cyanide fish? Because honestly, we have a big problem with that. Because people coming to me, we're doing the ICP testing and stuff. You know that, and they blame the water quality, that the fish is dying. And I'm struggling really to say, look, guys, that's not the water. It's the fish itself. So what should this guy do, in your opinion? I mean, we honestly need to do a lot of things to get them informed. But what can he do, possibly right now, to get over that? Is there any what do you think he should look at, or you know what I mean? It's just like a tip to them. What do you think you can do?
Look, Isan, what you're saying is an enormous problem for our hobby, and that is people purchasing compromised animals and not being able to keep them alive, not through any fault of their own, but purely and solely because they're buying compromised animals. So there's a number of different types of supply chains out there. Cairns Marine is a collector supplier. We've got one of the shortest supply chains that you could possibly hope for. We're the guys that are on the reef collecting the fish, we husband them right through the process, and we're the ones that then in turn ship them. So it's a very transparent process. Now, unfortunately, there's a lot of unsustainable collections happening in third world nations, very convoluted and opaque supply chains. It's virtually impossible to trace those fish. So the really big thing for the average hobbyist to do is to ask the difficult questions of their suppliers. Demand to know where their fish have come from, and start to try and comprehend what these supply chains are and what that means to them, and because at the end of the day, this will give them the opportunity to be successful in their hobby if they purchase the right fish. There is no such thing as a cheap fish.
Yes.
And there's nothing more expensive than a dead fish.
Yes, absolutely.
So,
thank you for that, mate. Super good. I want to ask this question, like a cheap fish thing. I mean, you have a sales manager sitting here. Mate, do you realize that, since we both trying to push the information to the hobbyists in English, to get it more sustainable, to be more aware of what we're doing, what the hobbyists should do. Have you realized that maybe more people asking, more of your customers, that is, the direct thing that for us to control it, asking for possibly new one coming to you and don't know you, saying, do you have sustainably collected one? Do they want to be informed about your sustainable chain of supplying animals and stuff? Is that true?
Yeah, I'm definitely seen a change, Isan, over the last few years, and we've obviously been, I think it's our third MACNA now. Yeah. I think the reoccurring message we're receiving is people are sick of receiving sick fish.
Yes.
They're looking for alternatives. They want to find a way of actually sourcing those animals. Being here at MACNA allows us to be put in contact with the end user. We're starting to, as Lyle mentioned, just continue to push the message that the end user is the solution. They have to ask the question, and with the questions keep being asked, that'll affect a change within the industry.
Thanks to you both a lot, guys. I really appreciate that. So by this video, I hope we reach even more people at home to go and ask questions before they go and buy a fish. It's still a living animal, and we really care for that. So if you would help us by just asking, I think this would help a lot. Even sitting in Germany or wherever you see this video. I hope it was a good video to watch for you and you enjoyed it. I try to do some more the next years, but yeah, just if you have any question or something, go on the web, look at the websites, you know, Cairns Marine, and have a nice website with a lot of fish and stuff on there. So Facebook is a good way to contact them. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed and have a good time.